Commonwealth of Kentucky versus Tiffany Lucas. This is case number 23 CR 404. This Miss Lucas. Come on, you're Miss Lucas. Come on over here to the podium. The matter is before the court today to review the status of her attorney. What we're doing, ma'am, is just making sure you've made contact with your lawyer. Are you representing her?
Yes, Your Honor. Richard Lonizak with the Department of Public Advocacy Trial Branch on behalf of Ms. Lucas. We would like the opportunity at this time to formally request discovery in the case. We've got no objection to any reciprocal discovery orders. We would ask the court, we did file a motion in district court to preserve evidence, and we just asked the court to adopt that order.
All we're here today for is attorney status. If you have specific motions, you need to file those with the court to be heard by the court. Now, if there have been made requests, Commonwealth is certainly on notice at this time of your request. The case was set today to make sure that Ms. Lucas was aware of who her attorney was. Do you have information to give her so that she knows how to contact you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Case is set for March the 18th at 1 o'clock to set for trial. We'll pass it to that date, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
At first glance, this hearing may seem uneventful, but legally, it's an important checkpoint. The court is simply confirming that the defendant has legal representation and that the case is moving forward. Notice how the judge quickly steers the discussion away from evidence and back to attorney status. That's a reminder that every hearing has a specific purpose, and courts generally stick to the agenda.
Sir, would you write down your name and contact information for the clerk's office?
Yes, Your Honor. I've actually heard that
You got
here.
a card, that's what you do.
Yes.
Now the focus shifts from courtroom procedure to something far more emotional, the people left behind. While legal cases often revolve around motions, filings, and deadlines, families experience them in a completely different way. A question for you. Do you think a visible family presence in court can influence the atmosphere of a case, even when it doesn't directly affect the legal outcome?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Commonwealth versus Lou.
Does anyone have anything or anyone that wants to go first or anything particular?
No.
Okay. I'll start with you, Bobby. Just tell me, especially for you making such a long trip here, why is it so important for you to be here, even for something little like this?
Because I just wanted to make sure that the state or whoever, they know that the boys have somebody speaking for them. And I want her to see my face every time. I want her to see our face every time she come out that courtroom. We're going to be here.
What does that tell her?
That they have somebody fighting for them.
Michelle, same question for you. Just explain to me why it's so important to be here for even something so little like this.
Just to be there for Reese and his brother, and just make sure that, like Bobby said, that she knows that we're here to support him, and we've always been there for him. And she knows what she did, so she knows that we're going to be here and make sure that they get the justice that they deserve.
This is how it's always been. We've always been here. She just didn't want it.
Today, I realized when I looked at the calendar.
This is one of those moments that cuts through all the legal language. Court proceedings move according to schedules and statutes, but grief doesn't follow a calendar. 2 months may not seem long in the life of a criminal case. Yet for family members, every hearing can feel like reliving the same loss over and over again.
It's 2 months.
Today is 2 months exactly. How has your world changed in 2 months, and where do things stand now?
How has it changed? It's changed for me, but how has it changed for my brother? He's there, he's his father. Like I was telling Shelly the other day, if I feel the way I feel, I can only imagine what he feels. I can't imagine that. Again, it was 2 kids. That's not normal. So, yeah. We're all affected. Like, I still cry every day.
Do you think your brother will come, or is it too hard for him?
I think it's too hard for him, really. I really do.
You guys talked about making sure she saw your face every time. But you've also got to look at her.
I don't care. I want to look at her. She won't give me, I don't know if she's giving Shelly eye contact. She won't. She's not going to do it.
She saw us today, though, for sure.
Yeah, she saw us.
She did.
Is that hard on you, having to look at her?
No, it's not, because I know that she knows how much I would have been there for Little Reese and how much I was there for him and what I could have done if she couldn't do it, or, you know, what she took him away from. So
Here we hear allegations of failures by multiple institutions. It's important to remember that these are claims being expressed by family members and would need to be independently investigated or verified. Still, this highlights a broader issue that often emerges in high-profile cases. When tragedy occurs, people naturally ask whether warning signs were missed and whether intervention could have happened sooner.
I feel like it lets her know that she knows I was there for him and I loved him, you know, more than she did, obviously.
Is there anything else you all want people to know about the boys?
I think everybody that has encountered them in some form or way, they knew how sweet and innocent the boys were. They just were. I'm not just saying that because they were my nephews. They were very sweet. And they're innocent. They're kids. We shouldn't have to be here going through this. They shouldn't have had to go through what they went through at all.
Listen closely to what's being said here. The frustration isn't directed at just one person. It's aimed at an entire system the family believes failed these children. Cases like this often spark public debate about accountability. Should responsibility be limited to the accused individual, or should agencies and institutions also face scrutiny when concerns were previously reported?
And I would feel the same if it was anybody's kids. They didn't deserve it.
Have you gotten any clarification on what happened with the mix-up from the hospital?
No, they haven't. As far as I know, they have not reached out to my brother or my mother or anybody. Not the hospital, not the morgue, not the coroner, not CPS. Nobody.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like
Like they know they did something wrong, obviously.
yeah, they know they dropped the ball, and like I told the prosecutor, like my main focus of being here is because CPS failed them once. It's proof. I have proof. Then the morgue, coroner, hospital, whoever, they failed them.
As this hearing concludes, one thing stands out. Legally, very little happened today, but emotionally, a lot did. The case continues to move through the court system, while the family remains committed to showing up at every appearance. That contrast, slow legal process versus immediate personal pain, is often what makes these proceedings so difficult to watch. What are your thoughts on the family's determination to attend every hearing?
I'm not allowing the court system to fail them. She did what she did, and she needs to go to jail. And you already know my opinion on what I would like to see, you know. But it's not fair to them. Again, they were innocent kids. And it should be some kind of protocol with CPS. It should be. Especially when CPS was already involved on more than one occasion. And I've contacted them. Other people have contacted them. They dropped the ball.
Anything else y'all want to add about the importance of just being here every time? And you know, this was a really quick appearance. Some of them have taken quite a bit. You know, just being here for all of them.
I don't care if it's 1 minute. If I can physically be here, I'm going to be here.
One last question for you. You mentioned that you cry every day. When I saw her in court, it's exactly the way she was the last time, which was cold, indifferent, and I don't care. Can you comment on her attitude, or do you know anything about that?
That's exactly how I feel. She just doesn't. I can't even say how I would feel because I would never do that. But it's just cold. It just shows her personality. It just shows it. It shows what we have been saying to CPS all along and nobody ever did anything. At some point, you have to stand up for the other parent. It's not always the mom. The mom is not always right in some cases.
Michelle, thank you guys.
Thank you.